Hey, it's Bobby. I was going to cut up a pineapple tonight and I thought, well, why don't I just do a video and show you how the pineapple wedger works? Because let me tell you, this handy tool makes cutting this baby up so much easier. But first, did you know how to tell from a ripe pineapple, other than it's a lighter yellow as it goes down, is by pulling out a center of the leaf, and if it pulls right out real easy, then it's ready to go. Bet you didn't know that. Now you do. Anyway, I'm going to be using this fresh pineapple and our pineapple wedger, and it is fairly large. It's 9 inches across, it's stainless steel blades, ergonomic handle, dishwasher safe, warranty for 1 year, and it has this nice protective cover on it. So when you're storing it, no one's going to get sliced on the blades because they are pretty sharp. It snaps back on, lays flat for easy storage. I mean, look at how flat that is. Also going to be using our flexible mats. This is one of 3 of the large mats, and this one's blue. We have an orange one and a green one, and they have like interesting little tips on them for you. This one, by chance, has our different knives on them. And what's great about these, other than the fact that they're flexible, is that they have a little, see that shiny surface, a little silicone surface on the back, so that when you put it down, it doesn't slide all over the place. That's great for when you're cutting things so that you're not cutting yourself. I'm going to use our color-coded chef's knife, which has a nice sheath on it cover so no one gets hurt if you store your knives in a drawer, which a lot of mine are. It's 7-inch blade, and it has a full tang, which means the stainless steel goes right through the handle. That makes for a much more ergonomic cut, or hold, I guess you should say. And it's much safer, the handle doesn't fall apart, and the color coding on this stainless steel knife makes cleanup easier because it's a bit of a non-stick surface. So I'm going to stick that back in there real quick. So first and foremost, to cut this pineapple, we're going to cut the top and the bottom off. So I'm going to do that. Take the knife, keep my hand away from the knife, and always hold your knife like this. Don't hold it like this because you'll be a loser and you'll lose your fingers. Hold it like this. Cut the top, remove that off to the side, flip it over, cut the bottom, and that's just so that you have a nice, even, flat surface to cut on. Move that over. Now, if you have a smaller pineapple, you can take the pineapple wedger and just put it right down on it and rock it down and push it down. I like to cut the pineapple in half because it just makes it that much easier. And my cuts aren't straight, so it's okay. So you cut that in half, move that over like that. Next, you're going to take the pineapple wedger and you're going to position the core, or this right over the core, and press it down, and then you're just going to rock it back and forth. And there we go, got the small end. So imagine if that was the whole pineapple and you tried to do that, you really wouldn't be able to do that. So it cuts it right down to the end, and sometimes you can see the skin side coming off. What I like to do is take the protective cover, because it has these little push-up pieces, kind of like the push-up popsicles that we used to eat when we were little. You know, you push it up. Anyway, I digress. So you put the cover down on the bottom, put the wedger on top, push. And what it does is it finishes the cut for you, and it pulls the pieces off. So you can see there is, you can see the edge of the pineapple. Now it may look like there's a lot of pineapple in there, but what's really cool is that you can scrape that out and you can use that for crushed pineapple. And or I like to save them and then I put them underneath my salmon when I grill it on the grill, because then the salmon doesn't stick to the grill and it gives that nice pineapple fresh scent. So we're going to pull this up, and as you can see, just be very careful pushing it down because the blades are very, very tight. And sometimes it might stick, just like that. Pull the pineapple out, the core out, and you're done. So this pineapple was a little bit small at the top, so it did have a little bit of skin left there. So we can just cut that off. I'm going to move that over here and show you on the other piece. And take that, again, center that over the core, and then just rock it back and forth. Easy peasy. And you can see how that's like pretty much just separated itself. Put it back over the cover, pop, and the peelings pop right out. Now, sometimes, and you can push those right down just like that. Never pull it from the bottom because that's where the sharp side is. And there's your core. So what's also good is that you can actually, once you have it in this form, you can turn it, you can core it again. And core it, not core it, but slice it again. Or, and what I like to do with these pieces right here is I grab a spoon, or you can grab your scoop and loop. And basically this is just a two-sided loop that has these little serrated edges or teeth on them. And you can scrape out the inside of the pineapple. And let's see if we can, this is a really juicy pineapple, people. So you just scrape it right out, just like you would if you were using a spoon. This is great for, this pineapple doesn't want to scrape because it is really juicy. There we go. And this is great for peeling out the centers of green peppers or cucumbers. And actually, speaking of cucumbers, the pineapple wedger can be used on cucumbers to make cucumber boats or zucchini boats, pears, fresh pears, so it's sliced right down through the middle of it. So that is our demonstration on the pineapple wedger. And once you have your piece like that, you just cut it up and enjoy. Good stuff.